started the first office, we met 5.5 people started with us. And I told them, I said this. Yes. Then, when we joined Kedi, and after becoming star 7, I collected the first car. Tsunami strike. And everybody left. Even the wave was so strong that in the pit was. He didn't know how to tell me, maybe now say maybe we should divide ourselves into two. Make me the new Kedi. Make sure you try another one. In case this one will not the other one. At the beginning, I told the deaf air. You know when woman wants something, I know how they feel. I got to a time I told her, lady, the day they born us na different day. You don't get your life, I don't get my life before we meet. At this point in time, if the direction wey me see, you no see am, follow your own direction. He say no be so she talk to me, he just say let her try, make her try. I say once you try, you have tried forever. He that lays his hand upon the plow and will bow. So eat for the kingdom. You see, success is not by chance. Success is by choice. It's something you are intentional about. Until you are intended, it will not tender you. Don't tender you. Don't intend it. You see, we have achieved grace light that is seemingly impossible by our reality. Too much. We started the negotiation of this place. We achieved it 2023 December. Remain 3 months or 4 months to the exact 2 years in the heart of Odudu. Nobody was that. People were calling. At a point, the agent that was on it called me one day. He was discussing another buyer with me without knowing, by deep or by error. And he was discussing. Because I let me pass this information. I'm talking to the Baba. You are saying you should come. So day. You understand that there's other 2 buyers. I want to be the one that will buy it. He was discussing it. I wanted to respond. He just said, "Come." 3 days later, I saw her, and she was talking to me. She said, "I don't understand this Baba again." No. I said, That's when I knew it wasn't me. She wanted to actually talk to me. And wait, because in the book of Habakkuk, they say, "Though it is dying." Hello. Your honorary chairman status, it is tarry. There's nothing you want to do about that. Tarry is part of the process. You only need to trust the process. Forget how the front looks like. Keep moving. Keep moving. Everybody left. Even my trusted, the most allied trusted partner, our faith shook. He said, "Let's try something else." He said, "Let's divide ourselves. Tell me you might get to only father." And I said, once we part, we will not part forever. He said, "I'm too stubborn." I said, "It's true. Thank God you let me." He said, "Why am I difficult to be convinced?" I said, "Thank God you are difficult. But once you draw your line, you are in little, because me I won't cross." Yeah, I said, "But that was the way the other one we did before. That's the way I decided." I said, don't worry. Since I will decide, I have decided this one again." Because he said, "What? Wait for it." Okay? Hey, that's what I have to do. When you come out, wait for it. It may tarry. but it will not delay. It will surely come. Do you know when it will come? In acceptable time. There is the best time for it to come. You see? No, when I became honorary chairman, every chief was down. The king of this world and the ruler, they set themselves together against the Lord and against his anointed. They say, I no go become it. I don't know. Yes. He saw the plan. He saw the advantage. He said, God, he said, the Lord will have them in the same arena. But it will surely come. It will surely come. I said it will surely come. Yes. Your next status that will struggling will surely come. Yes. Is it looking like preaching? Preaching. I'm not telling you what will happen. Because it has happened in my life. I have experienced it. I have seen it. It has happened. Your own will come. Because I don't think there is anybody that is said that his own situation was worse than mine. When I started network marketing, even when I started Kedi, I have a patient that broke leg, 2 bones, that the bone refused to heal and it was rotting. And we spend money, we run into debt of 3.5 million as of that time. And it was only in my reality, but it wasn't in my imagination. I stood strong. I stood firm. Even the best orthopedic hospital will go be say they will amputate the leg. And I said, no, they are not amputating this leg. And I told her, from now on, we are not using medicine to treat your leg. Say, wetin we go use? Say, don't worry, God will provide. You remember? That's when we started Kedi. She was on 2 crutches with a little child. When I closed at work, I was saying this in the picture, I resumed another work at home of nursing pain and agony all through most of the night. That was the state we had when we started Kedi 10 years ago. Don't tarry. Wait for it. It will work. 5 months later and 10 days, you pay star 7. Even without calamity, even without difficulties. So what are you going through? What is the challenge of your business that is intimidating you? How serious do you think it's like? You see, it's a bend road, it's not a hand road. Oh, somebody is not getting me. Are you sure you are getting me? I said it's what? It's a bend road, it's not a hand road. So when you get on the bend road, what do you bend? Just keep going. Just keep moving. Forget whatever they say about you. What matter is what you say about yourself. That's right. Because the only thing I was seeing is possibility. The only thing I was seeing is success. The only thing I was seeing was greatness. How it's going to happen wasn't my business. All I need to do is wait for it. The wait for it is not in laziness. That's where some of us miss it. The wait for it is not out of work. The wait for it is not out of progressing. The wait of it is not out of performing. The wait for it is that the result might be failure, but don't mind. Keep failing. John Maxwell wrote a book. He said, fail forward. You see, when you fail to the point you need to fail forward, your previous failure will be better, your new failure will be better than yours. They are all failure, but it will be better. You begin to have a better failure. Keep failing. Keep failing. Because the road that leads to success is called the land of failure. You must pass through that land. So when you see what you are seeing is failure, just know that you are passing through that land. How to know you are passing through well is that you will be failing forward. You will have a better failure than the previous failure. The failure will be better than a failure. But keep failing. What's the name? Ron Kennedy sang a song. He said, if you are going through hell, don't hold it.
Move ahead.
What do you mean? You go ahead. You go ahead. Don't stop. Don't stop. When you are failing, don't stop failing. Keep failing. Don't say I'm tired of failure. Fail. Keep failing. Fail. Keep failing. Because remember we one word. Surely. Surely. Can we fail 1,000 times? He even say a righteous will fall 7 times. But surely he will still rise again. I will rise again. I told people say we never start every business. Some people say I has become rise and I don't go relax. It's in bad. No, I never bad. I never relax. I will rise again. My rise is over. It is when I became honorary chairman I realized that that's where the business stopped.
That's right.
It was just a starting point. There's another status after honorary chairman. You know the status? Honorary plus. We go plus. We go plus.
Yes, sir.
Tell Alex, say we go plus. The fact that is not in your handbook, they will so write it there. By the time we plus and they will do that. What is wrong to me? Because it's surely. It's surely. It's surely. Never say surely. Because as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. How are you thinking? How are you thinking? Because whatever you can behold, you can become. Because you behold honorary chairman today, you will become it. Oh, you guys are not talking as if you understand. I say you will become it. Let's sure with me. You will become it. It doesn't matter how long it takes. Some people have been on the race several years before I started. You don't stop my becoming. And they say people that started early, they have better and not the truth. It's not about our own. Because we have the formula. We have the system. We understand the game. We are game master. We are formula master. We are the true blazers. Surely.
That's true.
He says, he that joined to all the living, he has hope. Tell yourself, I have hope.
I have hope.
You see, because you belong to the folks of honorary chairman, there is hope for you. Oh, somebody don't understand you. I said there is hope for you. It doesn't matter what you are saying, there is still hope for you. Oh, Daniel, I have force here, Daniel. Some of you induce. I'm assassin, Daniel. Ben. Now, I go Daniel to back for I'm assassin. He just to become it. Yes. What about that? About that thing like that. I think and applause stands. Oh, get there. I don't mind that. What's up people doing the first female honorary chairman? I just want to become it. Hello, somebody.
I want God.
If this is the future, what is the process? I have set you on the edge to see the reality of the future. And what is the process? Because people want success, but they don't like process. There is no success without process. Even if you want to follow a crime, become a criminal to be successful, you must still follow the process. It's always the same. It's always the same requirement. The process is always the same. Whichever media, whichever method you want to use to get to the top, and the same process you will do. That's the process. No, we call that a process. So the process to honorary chairman, the process to the top, the process to fulfill destiny. As of 2022, we have nothing evidence to show for any success, and we are statute director. People were mocking us, but why people were mocking us, God was busy making us. He don't know. He thought God was being a child play. It wasn't a child play. It was fact. It was reality. It was genuine. It was true. We were there. There was nothing. People were building land, building houses. Star 7, Star 6, Star 8 were having houses, building houses. Star 2 direct no get land. Doctors of building house. And people were working out. They said we are indebted, so we can't get money. Now all the state we don't use debt to get status, so there's no money to build a house. Today, you are going to learn what they call the power of debt leverage. What do I call it to?
Power of debt leverage.
How we use debt, basically. See, most of you fear how we use it to ride from nothing to something, from grass to grace, from no bodo to some bodo. Debt is part of our tools. Debt is a tool like a knife. You can use it to peel your yam, or you can use it to stab yourself. It can work for you and it can work against you. But debt is a leverage. Tell me, but debt is a leverage. And it's one of the fastest leverage. Thank God. The institution, one of the institutions, but there are many, not equal to. And they are here today. This is one of them. There are two. That was a company. Yeah. That was a company that support us financially. They know that also. They borrow us and they pay interest. We are faithful. The Bible says, he that is faithful in little, much will be given to him. As of the time we approach there, the volume of millions we need, no bank normally that can give you that they give out. They ask us, where is your collateral? And I ask them, what type of collateral do you need? They say, it's that I have landed property that worth times 2 of that thing. I say, what else? They say, that is called else. I say, okay. What you ask for, silver and gold. In a sieve I do not have it, but that which I have is bigger than that one you are talking about. I was talking to the MD and the chairman of that financial institution. I said, what is that? I went there with my family, me, myself, the kids and princess. There are 4 of that. He said, what is that? That is bigger than property. I say, I have one thing that has worked for me since 1997 I started business. I say, this thing that worked for me back to back. He said, what are the collateral I'm talking about? I say, the collateral is talking financial integrity. As if the man never heard it before. He was wanted to laugh me. I'm talking about your chairman, madam. They are empty. I'm talking about him. It was this Ojodu beggar, not even in the bank premises. He was in a hangout, in a party, in this river valley, just stayed there, discussing financial destiny that needed to turn our life around. He did not follow the conventional way that he's supposed to follow. It was like more or less a beer parlor talk. You see, it doesn't matter how you are going to become honorary chairman. Consider the follow normal process. Oh, that no me. That's one thing I know. I know because it happened to me back to back to back. You've not passed Real Madrid that it could happen. Because he has never heard such a collateral before. and he wanted to laugh me to scorn, and I changed my countenance. So he has no choice than to come to my understanding. Yes, and he began to probe that type of collateral, because he has never had it that they use it to collect money before. And I said the collateral day, the fact that you don't know it does not mean it doesn't exist. And in case nobody has used it before, I'm now ready to use it now, because it's a what? It's a lifeline. It's a lifeline, and it's the best lifeline. It's stronger than even the one you are asking. And he started asking me a question. Analysis. You know, when they wear armor for David to go and kill Goliath, he carried the armor. He said, no, this one is too bad. I'm not used to this. He said, there is one I know how to use. You see, the process that we is not necessarily the conventional.
Yes, sir.
You see, when preparation meets with opportunity, it becomes a fortune. It will speak. Sister, I say what? What do you talk? What do you need to do? Wait for it. I analyzed the financial integrity for the man. The man couldn't resist or gainsay. All I need ahead from me was okay. I will get back to you. Even in my own faith, the faith shook. In my head, I was calculating that okay, maybe at the end of this, the man will want to try us with maybe 20% of what we are asking for. To now check how strong this collateral integrity is all about. Because it was on Saturday, imagine. I'm talking about your MTO. You can ask what is the name of that guy? Leke, you can ask Leke this story. Leke was not there when this negotiation, but Leke was not the sent the following Monday to come and meet us and check where we are using as an office. And Leke went back and gave me back reports. Because I showed Leke what the invisible side of financial integrity. I give him the picture image. All I heard again is that, okay, which account do you want the money to be transferred to? Your offer letter is going to be read. Send us the account, and we'll send you the offer letter. And they sent the offer letter. No 1 naira was less. I was now blaming myself that if we know we would have doubled this money. Because the way you work for one, that's how you work for 10. We signed the offer letter electronically. We don't know their office. They don't even know where we stay. We are tenants, pay 500,000 rent, ask several millions. At that time, Nigerian exchange rate was still around 300 naira per dollar. If you change that money, there is no country in this world that all myself and all my family, we are not going to enter like a king and disappear. But financial integrity make it work. Belief make it work. Faith make it work. Understanding make it work. Keep moving make it work. Don't try to see the end from beginning. Just believe the end and travel the beginning. Leave the process. Leave the storm. In the offer letter, we agreed for 10 days to use the money for just 10 days. In the 8 days, we return their money. Intentional. To prove to the man, say, in case you don't know this collector, that he exists, I want to show him how strong the collateral is beyond what he go talk about. 8 days, he started directly.
That is the first outcome. The second outcome is that property. The third outcome is this hotel. You see, when you have a dream and you are passionate about it, resistance will come, but persistence is the only way to overcome resistance. Keep at it. And that is how the whole thing turned around. That's the boom happened. Some people say this cannot be natural. I say it's true, it's not natural. They say it's jazz, yeah, I say it's super jazz. They say we use blood money. I say we use na ritual. I say yes, we are ritualists. They say it's blood money. I say not be human blood, na spiritual blood we use. Ordinary blood no fit do it. Because I couldn't see the human blood wey go do am. So we have to rely on spiritual blood. And it works. So whatever they call it is exactly what it is. They are not lying. It's even stronger than the one they call it. Now only jazz, they think we use jazzes. Hello.
Hi.
You got the foundation?
Yes, sir.
Are you here?
Yeah.
Is it sinking? Is it drawing you closer? Are you seeing yourself closer to it? Are you seeing the next step happening? Are you taking the next step? Let's run through the process. The process. Okay, I never send you. Stay where I put you. The process from grass to grace, from nobodo to somebodo, from ordinary to extraordinary. To lead your dream, what is the process? Is the topic I want to share with you. I call it building progressive business structure. You must have a tools after you have a dream. No dream come to reality without a tools. So the tools you are going to use to rise in this business to honorary chairman, that is the truth I want to give you. Some of these tools are not new. I only want to sharpen your mind towards the usability of it. Maybe it's already growing dull in your hand. I want to help you resharpen it so that you can revamp in usage. So building progressive business structure. And that was why I said they should put your slide. So we are going to run through acronym of the topic. That is building progressive business structure. That is BPBS. That is that 2026. A dream backed with a date becomes a goal. A goal broken into parts becomes a plan. A plan backed with action makes the dream come to reality. After we became statue director under 4 months. September, I think we are star 1 manager. October, we became star 2 manager. November, star 3 manager. December, no, it was August. We are star 1 manager August. For 2 years and a half years, we were star 1 manager. So as of the August of that year, we were still star 1 manager. September we became star 2 manager. October we became star 3 manager. December we became star 1 director. And December or January we became star 2 director. Shortly after that, a man came to me that I should come and teach him how to become star 2 director in 4 months. I laughed. I said, it's not the day you become our best crop and you plant them. No, it's not that day. The fact that he uses 4 months to harvest that plant does not mean that it was 4 months old plant he planted. I said, what you see that happened in 4 months was a project of 4 years. He grew annoyed and he left. He thought I wasn't ready to teach him something. After he went like another 2 years, he came back. for the next 4 years. It will happen. They will show you. And I show him how to do it. And 4 years later, I think last year, the same man became tattoo director. Some people are doing calculation. What if you are wrong? So the same thing I taught that person, I want to teach you. Remember, it's for an appointed time. So don't say, you see, the treatment of becoming honorary chairman is like our nutritional treatment. You don't see the outcome when you use it. If you want it to work, keep using it.
That's right.
It's like a Chinese bamboo. You plant it for, is it 9 years? The 11th month of that 9 years, it will just shoot out like this. After 11 months to 9 years, 11 months later, it will grow 90 feet tall under 11 months. So it's not, the growth is not 11 months. The growth is actually 9 years. So many people give up along the way. So many people give us in the 8th year. Some people, it was even the 9th year. God, this is the water. You have to face it and keep watering it. You not just plant it and leave it for 9 years. It won't grow. You must keep watering it on consistent basis for 9 solid years. 11 months to that 9 year, it will now shoot out like this hand. You keep watering it. 11 months later, it will go 90 feet tall. I don't imagine somebody understand the meaning of 90 feet height. Something that refused to grow for 8 years and 1 month. I'm telling you this because some of you will quench along the process time. That's the challenges. Because so many things will happen. Winds will blow, storm will rage, aggression will come, different things will happen. And that is why so many people fainted. And it says, if you faint in the days of your adversary, that means your strength is small. The success will say you are rewarded. Because there will be adversary. Without cross, there can't be crown.
Yes, sir.
The journey will wear cross on you. That's true. You go carry cross on you. You know, cross is the only tree you carry alone. The kids used to play one song. Agbélébùú àbí. Tó padà wá díjó. So it's the journey. Agbélébùú means pain. Agbélébùú means shame. Agbélébùú means ridicule. How can somebody call himself statue director when he never get land? Na agbélébùú be that o. Na only so debt. Even your trusted downline, they back out. They know they tell you their discussion against this orgasm. They went back and go and build the houses. You can't trust this man. No. Maybe what they are saying are true about you. Somebody called me from UK who has been on that travel. He says, hey, you need to visit spiritualists because say like matter is not ordinary again. I said it couldn't be ordinary. Because success does not belong to ordinary people. Success does not belong to normal people. It belongs to abnormal people. Because they can't see it, they can't understand, but it happens. Are we together? Yeah. So, BPBS, not the blood pressure. That is the topic. That is building progressive business structure. And under it, we are going to discuss about SRT. Then, we are going to discuss STB. That's the first topic under that thing. It's STB. Then under it, we are going to discuss SRT. Then number 2, MN. Not Mokumogwemudano. We are going to talk about MN. Number 2. That's topic 2. Number 2. Then number 3, we are going to discuss UGFP. Be writing them, they are all acronyms. That's number 3. Under number 3, we have number 1, that is high. That one that carrying dots, Roman figure, hefty, RCN. That topic under number 3. Then another topic under number 3 is M3ON. Then ON. Then another topic is 10-2070 ROM. 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 Computer. What is ROM? Random memory, Abi? Computer people, not be random memory. ROM. Okay, read only memory. Okay. This one you will read past memory. Under that read only memory, you have KGS. And the last one is PCE. I think that is another computer language, PCE. Computer people. Okay? So, let's take the topic one after the other. What is the problem with our life? So, building progressive business structure. You see, everything rises and falls under a structure. So you must understand the structure that you must build on that can keep your business growing and progressive. So strengthen the first thing you need to learn under building a progressive structure, which I call STB. The meaning of STB simply means strengthen the basics. Strengthen the basics. This business has basics. And the way you strengthen these basics determines how progressive and how fast your business will grow. There are basics of this business which some of us have lost sight of. Some of us have lost the concept. Some of us has rearranged it. Some of us has choose the one that is most convenient for us among the basics. So you must go back to strengthen the basics of the business. That is STB, strengthen the basic. Then I told you under it we have SRT. That is the basics. The basics is 3, and this basics is SRT. That's what we are saying. So the first SRT is selling. So those are the topic we want to look at as well as building a progressive business. That's it. So give us the first slide. Strengthen the basics. Look at the basics. So the first S there is selling. You must go back. This is the rise and falling of your network marketing. How it's going to start and how it's going to end, determine on how you strengthen these arms of the business. They are the basics. Everything you are doing, everything you are going to do, everything where you are and where you are going to be, the borders on this tree, they are the strength of the business. They are the basics. And on top of it, everything you are going to become. All your limitations and all your strength are subject to how you strengthen this. If you strengthen one at the expense of one, the result will be strengthened at the expense of another one. So you must strengthen the 3 basics. That is selling. You must resharpen your selling skills. Like I used to say, a new starting distributor must be able to do minimum of 250 conveniently every month. That's what shows that serious in the business. Every month, our sales is nothing less than 10 million and above. Personal sales. She now knows about it. Last month, I think we did about 15 million. Personal sales. I'm not talking about team. Personal sales. 50 million naira worth in value. We talk in money now because money people are here. So let's talk. So you can use your calculator to change it to PV. Then you get what I'm saying. So I'm trying to say so that we can carry them along. They are going to talk to you the area they can support those of you who need those support. So don't jump into those support because they are here. Check if it's support you need. Then learn how to use the tools. If you give a knife to 1 year's old child, you know what the danger will be. So you must train that child how to use a knife before he uses it successfully. My daughter is 11 years. If you leave a car key with her, you can imagine what can turn to be. When you train her how to use the car key, you can imagine what that she can do with it. That is the way to use leverage. Leverage can work for you, it can also work against you. We learn it, we did not jump on it. We learn it from little by little. We started growing in the value of using leverage. And the outcome is what we have said. We are still using leverage. We have a new office today. It is part of those leverage. They also contributed to it. That is why we say, I want to show you how to get to the top. Forget all those leaders that tell you they are the only one that can get. All you need to be saying rank a day. I don't believe in that principle. I believe everybody can be there. It is our pleasure for the betterment of our society if everybody are there. They are not going to pay you my money, and they are not going to pay your money to me. So why do I need not to make you there? You shouldn't be respecting me because I am the one that is honorary chairman. If your respect of me is because I am honorary chairman, then I don't need those respect. That's not the respect. The respect is supposed to be based on title. The respect is supposed to be based on value. If I am valuable to you, respect me. If I am not valuable to you, then leave me. There's no big deal about that. So it's not by title. So we can all be there. You shouldn't dispute respect. If you feel I deserve it, that's why I want to teach you how to be there. And these are part of the tools we use to be there. When some of you call your guy, I need this, so no, that's not the way we dey get am. I don't have a plan that give me money. Maybe for free. And they can't even give me money that I need to grow. My children yóò lè fún yóò jẹun yóò kọ́kọ́ yóò nù àná àdèmọ́jọ́ tó fẹ́ yóò tó tó bá ń dúró kọ́ yóò èmi ò pa ẹ́ o. So it's better you know how to source for food by yourself and be trained, be what? And be disciplined, be what? Discipline. So those are the key. So that the tools will not work against you. Are we together? So selling, you must learn how to sell. If a new distributor the benchmark for a new distributor who are serious to grow the business to be 250 PV monthly, then whatever level you are, then you increase your own basic sales per month. I have never done DPPV in my life. I have ran a course over it in my business. I have fought so many people, you know they do have. All the business that are related to my name, even the children where I not go born again, I don't register for them. I say they do people. In case they come, some of them will not come through me, they can come through children. They already have business. And they do PB. How would I tell them say they do DPP for their name? My triplets don't get business for over 7 years or 8 years ago. So they were born, they have business like business. And I'm doing their PB. By the time they grow up, I see daddy has been doing PB for us. I wonder. Princess is a star 8, is the owner of that Benz I drive. She collected in 2020. She never understand what car is when she collected that car. But now, when I drive the car to her school, she not friendly, that my dad is riding my car. Some of people will come and say, Dad, sir, is it Princess that owns this car? What did you tell you? Say you know now. Whatever you tell you, that is what it is. And some of you now, you are grandmother to the patient, and you never get her. You are going to get it. Hello, I say you are going to get it. If you take what we are learning and look like a child play very serious, you are going to get it. I can bet you for free. Part of their program also is those of us who needed car. See, the slow movement of a lion in jungle is not a result of cowardice. So you may not see me jumping here and there and do seminar and do this for you. That does not mean I'm not thinking of how to support your growth. Because it mustn't be the only conventional way. You mustn't see me in your seminar. That's not the only way. And you know I can see better than you because I was once where you are. Some of you now, car will be a very good tool to move your business forward. When we give you the concept and we train your mind to be able to handle it, we help you to make it happen. That's part of the support. We had a plan with them. Are we together? All right. So selling, recruiting, and team building, these are the basics of the business. Whether your business is growing or is retrogressing, these three things are going to determine the condition of your business. Challenges you are facing right now in your business, use this three satellite check to tell you which one is missing, which one is weak, which one needs to be strengthened. Once you can strengthen all these three items above average, you are on the top. I can bet you for free. I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritty of it because we are all leaders and I believe you understand about it. Next slide, please. So, engineer, please pay attention to me. You don't have business like it, okay? Next slide. So, selling only because of you make only one that is convenient for you. We have people who are just saying business, they are learning how to sell, how to join the network market. Immediately they join, they do only sales. We have a couple of people who are willing to rise to the top, but it's not an advantage, it's a disadvantage. If major only of selling, it will lead you to red. Too many distributors red. And this red make your business one with time. Anyway, you push and you drop out, you go. But when you let the three skills together and together, it's not what it's committed. You know that I'm paying now, I like down in China. You don't need a pilot. You don't need a principal, the guy that will help you. Among the US is using to fight in a of them, I said piloted. They just send them go on mission. They call it drone now. You people deliver from Akuku for your house, Akuku for your state, Akuku for your city. I tell you, nobody inside. If you when they are doing analysis, they say if you just have $100, achieve that. So that is what it takes. So when you only master how to sell as far as this business is concerned, and that's the way thing you become this. And the network marketing is not a business of a seller. It's not a sales business. You don't fool yourself. It's not a sales. The fact that the marketing does not mean it's about marketing. It's marketing, but it's not a product to market. Market people's life. So what do you do when marketing? It's not to make profit, make progress. So the marketing is not only about selling. The marketing is broad. So many things are involved in that marketing. People are in marketing department of an organization. They are not just seller. Are we together? Yeah. So don't assume because I don't think that network marketing is a business of the seller. I'll tell you true. No. Network marketing is more or less the business of a teacher. than the seller. It's about leadership. But when you learn how to lead, you know how to take part of yourself. Are you that? So, if you major next slide, if you major it on recruiting, it's going to lead to struggle. Many of you are recruiting machine. You feel recruit them. They register. And if that is where you major your business on, it will lead you to struggle. Because the working you will not resolve. Some people have come here for doing this business. Major numbers of people they are recruiting directly and nothing is happening in their business. Why? Because they major on one. Imagine a woman want to cook, want to set stones to cook, and only set one stone. I want to put one on it to cook. What is you know? I have so many of business I want it done. And you make on one. And that's what is happening with Lord of us. Some of us, the one that is competent, what already have the skills, before we join, what does major on. We have somebody who are willing to rise to the top. I don't dare there. That is to say, we met them. I was still when we celebrate star 7, we were star 5. Direct of them. For the major on sales, imagine star 7, I become honorary chairman before a star 5 person. They need only one step. I need several steps. I still carry those steps, complete them, and they are still yet to complete that one step. Why? Because the majors are only one. Ọbẹ̀ kan dànù ṣeréṣeré, wọ́n tún tọ́ bẹ̀ sí, wọ́n tún dànù, wọ́n tún tọ́ bẹ̀ sí, wọ́n tún dànù. Instead of looking for the rest stones and hard it, it's not bad to use sales to rise to the top. Because the current president, Donald Trump, he said people say you should not build castle on the head. He said, where is the castle supposed to be? It's not on the head. Castle supposed to be on the head now. So all you need to do is to build foundation on the eye. You can use only one method as an advantage to rise, but understand that that method cannot sustain your business to grow. Identify the other method, use it to build foundation on the eye. We use it, we did it. Before, when the man slept at the night and the enemy came to put wheat inside the alikama, before they did that in Kedi, we use one particular product to rise to the top. But we know that in order to sustain, what do we do? Put foundation on the eye. But when men slept, what does the enemy do? Wọ́n gbé sínú àlìkámà. Àwọn náà jẹ́ padà jẹ́ ní èkó wọn. Ṣáàmù. Olówó ìlọ̀rọ̀ yé. So when you major only on recruiting, it leads you to struggle. You will struggle in your business. You will struggle. You will be working and nothing is showing. You are ayé ló ṣe ẹni, ayé kọ́ ló ṣe ọ̀run ló ṣe ọ. Next slide. Team building. These are the things the third one. If you major only on team building, you lead into management trap. How many of you have been in farm before? You don't live for village where they set trap for grass cutter, friend, grass cutter. How many of you have seen trap they used to set for grass cutter? This trap used to be something that is bigger than this laptop. They will now guide you and take away this. A human being mistakenly put like that leg is gone. They will amputate that leg. That's the type of trap instead of grass cutter. So when you make on team building, you see that on your trap, the trap where you catch you down your. One of the things that can destroy business like management trap, you know plenty of. money from our former place. The third management trap is terrible over there. When Kedi is people, is after the some people. Oh yes, the level, the barrier house. Look down the right of person because my time is ticking. So management trap, it will consume you and finish you. Management trap has set many leaders out of the business. Management trap has caused any meeting businesses. Management trap has caused fight as corporate. Management trap made people to succeed themselves. That's how you go as good relationship has been marked by management trap. When you major on team building, and what is major on team building? Outside God already has a question. You know, some of us we lost concept of this business because we are not properly inducted. Properly inducted. You know, the business as it is, there before is your weakness. But a lot of people outside that is not forever. You know, when you get to star 8, some of the time, the most dangerous management trap would happen to remain star 8. Because when you are in star 8, that was your peak of what we call sales bonus earning. That is a peak. I had some leader who were offline then, in their star 8. When money social the value, they were earning 2.5 million consistently on monthly basis. One of people like Paris, they lost sight of the business. They forget the basics. They were managing the trap, but the trap one day, the trap. Because trap yẹn gbé kúrò nínú business. That's how dangerous management trap is. You know, some of you build the business at the beginning. You say only 3 steps, 3 legs. When you get on 3 legs and they are doing well, you go and relax. You think say you are buying production machine. Let them be working. Let them be making at the end money. You lost the concept that deviate and reach and lose 1,000 miles. You forgetting that saying. Because money is coming. You are not working, money is coming. I have one of my personal person. I used to call him pensioner. Obamija. Obamija. Listen, you don't have bad, you don't avoid it. So what you must have said. But no, this thing, only everybody cannot be building it like you now. That is his own style. Yeah. When the plane finally landed, atrophy. That's how dangerous. So some of you build at your early stage, you build because you have a good structure. You have put the serious people in your training and they are firing. You just start. You have the production machine. Let them be working. Make you the taboo the monkey the wall, taboo the shop. You be any fat. You know, those leaders that encourage people to be building now, you see that level people begin to buy land, build out, do multiple land. Àmọye abandon building. Àmọye later on sínú ogun náà padà nìgbé wọn. Just giri. The business is a business you are supposed to build to sustain forever. It's supposed not to be a seasonal business. But some of you make the money at that season. Because it's working, they will tell you this thing is working, use your money wisely. And somebody told to me that time I was at 7, you know, my story became so loud, almost everybody wanted to come and do motivation for their team, so they be inviting me. He say, Kedi, we use you and dump you. I say, what do you mean? He say, yes. Now begin to recount people that are used and dump. I said, the person who stop being valuable is the only man that can be dumped. I turned down offers. I'm not supposed to be here today. I turned down offers. On this month alone, they have given me more than 6 different offers. I turned it down. And that has been the way I started Kedi. I've never been inspired in usage. Wọ́n ní ọwọ́ ẹkùn lára yé ń bá ní lá. Wọ́n kí bá ní láti ní. Kí ni wọ́n náà fi tẹ̀jẹ́ ṣe? Tó bá fẹ́ kọ́ máa la wọn tọ́kùn sọ́wọ́. Ìgbà tí wọ́n ti mọ̀ wípé wọn kì í mọ̀ ní látẹ̀jẹ̀, kí ni mo ṣe? Mo kàn rẹ ọwọ́ mi sínú epo ni. Àjọṣe náà dẹ̀ wọ́n á fi sókè báyìí, wọ́n á kò mú sí. So owó yẹn máa ń rẹ epo wá sókè, wọ́n lè máa rí kan ṣe kí ni ẹ máa la lọ. Sí mo ti mọ̀ pé epo náà fẹ́ lá àbí? Epo náà fẹ́ lá, náà bì so. So wáyé tí mo ṣe fẹ́ fún wọn ní tẹ̀jẹ̀? Tí wọ́n fẹ́ bá fún wọn ní tẹ̀jẹ̀ ìkànnì mi náà, wọ́n tó fún wọn tẹ̀jẹ̀ ìkànnì yẹn. Rẹ ọwọ́ ẹ̀ sẹ́po, kílẹ̀ sínú epo, jẹ́ kó máa. Lọ gbé ọpẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ machine tó máa harvest ẹ̀ tó máa mú tó lọ́ọ́ dé tó bábà máa la bọ̀rẹ́ báyìí.
Ìmọ̀ ló jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀.
When you stop useful, you become useless. Forget it. They dump you. They will dump you now. Even life will dump you. It's not about human being. It's a natural thing. When you stop useful, you become useless. Donald Trump will be 80 probably this year, Abi. Yeah. Look at Tinubu and those things. These are the age some people think they are old and they are dying. And this guy still thinks there's something in them they can offer. Forget whether they are doing it right or wrong. That is another story for the gods. But the one that matters now is that in the old age, when they are made, they are thinking of dying. These people still thinking of being productive. Donald Trump becomes a billionaire in his team, and he has never stopped. Money has season. Who tell you that the season cannot outlive you? You know say no get season, but the season can outlive you. The season can be after 2,000 years. Abi? So the season is not a day. It's you that determine the season. The season itself cannot determine itself. There are families that have generational wealth. There are families in Japan, they run into hospitality business. And they have hotel in Japan that have lasted 1,500 years. I read in the book. And it's one of the richest families in Japan. So maybe after 2,000 years, they can decide to be poor for another season. Abi? That is their own season. Their own season has lasted for 1,500 years. Do you know how many generations is that? Even if they are living up to 100 years. That's 15 generations. Hello. So when you fall on team building alone, you enter management trap. You sponsor some few people because they are active, you become dormant. You are now sitting down collecting pension. And now only retired or going to collect pension now. Once you started collecting pension in your business, you are retired and they will fire you. Are we together? Next slide because of our time. If I follow my time here, it's 9 minutes left. The next one is 3 NM. Are you sure that is what I wrote? And that's number 3, the letter 3. MM. Major or minor and minor in major. When you understand the 3 things you need in your business, which is what? Which is what? No. 3 things you need in your business, which is what? Selling. Then you now need to understand what they call majoring on major and minoring on minor. Because some of you just learn the surface of that basics, there is a depth of the basic, and the depth of basics, which is selling, recruiting, and what and team building, is majoring on major and minoring on minor. Amen. Majoring on major and minor on minor. What do you mean? You need to understand out of the tripod of the business concept, you need to understand the one that is major and the one that is minor per time. After you are master selling, you are master recruiting, and you are master team building, and you have gone below average. When we are teaching normal star 6, star 7, we always break it down, the requirement for each of level, how to know whether you are doing team building, how to do team building, how to recruit, how to sell, what is the basic parameter that you know that, okay, I am above average. We are not for topic of this. These are senior staff training. So sometimes sales becomes the major in your business. So 100% of your time, you have to collate it among these three major lines of operation: sales, recruiting, and team building. You can't use the same method continuously. In no go work. That's why some of you are still doing what you are doing. That your business is growing some time ago. You have not changed that pattern, but the business is no longer growing, and you'll be frustrated. Why? Because your major then has changed to your minor, and your minors has changed to your major. Is this a topic on its own that can break the analysis of it? So sometimes is sales that is predating your growth. Major. As you face sales as major, if not so, you will be struggling. Some of you are not doing the same thing and thinking it won't give you the same result. There is a season for everything, and you must understand the season you need and what you need at season. To the children of Isiaka, it has been given to understand the timing for the Israel. There is a timing for it. So there is a timing for sales. That what is stopping what the problem that is making your business retarded is sales. You must turn sales to your major. That season will not remain forever. It will change. So there is a timing where recruiting becomes your major, and there is a timing where team building becomes your major. Most of the leaders that force into team building management trap, it is the timing that they are not understanding. They don't understand this topic. When team building becomes major, they focus on that team building. When that season elapsed, they don't know that the season has elapsed. They were enjoying it because that's why they call it trap. One of the things that sink people, that deepen people to destruction in this business is team building. Yes, it's the most dangerous. It's so soft that you not know that you're already inside trap. It's the day you want to go out like Samson, say I will go. That was the day you I cannot go. Say I will rise. You know when power was still there, you know the sound that will rise, and you just rise. After it has sink inside the trap of Delilah, Tita put it time no more. I put it here. One day I will rise. The other answers, you know they rise. Put it Jimmy. You know, I was saying Jimmy Kini. Team building. How about Jimmy Sugar? So many leaders Jimmy Sugar. That's why you see one manager, star two manager quitting business, and they'll be talking negative about the company. Instead of identifying where their own problem is, they're talking negative. Some of them want to destroy their downline. You know, in our former places, you can destroy your downline to revive your trap. Now that trap you can escape over there. The trap over there can still escape, but the trap here is forever. If you enter that trap, how long more? Until a man become born again, you no go see kingdom of God. Trap wey dey Kedi, if you enter am, you must born again. Because that your present life cannot bring you out until a man is born again. That is why you can see the kingdom of God. But in the old days,
there is a way to escape the trap. Only bẹ orí àwọn èèyàn tó wà lẹ́yìn rẹ̀. That's why there you see the enmity between that line and upline can never be a good friend. Any friendship they are doing, friend with my adjẹ, bẹ́ẹ̀ni. But Kedi ò lè pàjẹ́. Ó ti bọ́ mọ́ ẹ lọ́wọ́ forever. Ó di àtúnbí mi. Ìgbà Jésù sùn ayé rẹ̀. Ọkọ̀ di nǹkan náà. Mo ṣe rí nìyẹn. That's the only solution here. Kedi. So it's not tougher. That's why you must understand some of these things we are talking as if they play. Some of you already get inside management trap. Some of you are almost tó bá gbá ẹ lọ́wọ́ àjẹ́ bá ọ. The management trap, maybe for the benefit of some of us who need to know a little basic, because it's a topic, so we can't major on it. Management trap is when you are building your business and a downline show seriousness, and you see this downline as a serious business, and you started throwing support. Am I getting me? And as you are throwing support, the person dey cash am, they utilize am, and the support dey put result. But you are benefiting from that result. Because of that, this result come dey sweet you, the support come dey sweet you. You are now supporting more, and the result dey come back. You dey enjoy the support, e dey sweet you. You dey support more, e dey give you more benefit, e dey sweet you. You no understand say ekunjọ gẹdẹ. So you dey enjoy am, you dey enjoy that one as e dey produce. O kàn yẹ ni fún ẹ. After all, you are the one doing the work as a God, you are the one, the king, but he is the owner. There is a difference between the worker and the owner. You are not the owner of your downline business. You are only the leader of the business, not the owner. There is a difference between leadership and ownership. Some of you assume leadership is ownership. Leadership is not ownership. You may know how to drive, I may be the owner of my car. So the fact that you are within the steering, I'm just by your side, of not seeing me, you are the owner. The document will talk owner. I did not. Because one day, hello, hey, not be say ownership will come by itself. The situation will just come out to. Because when the owner know how to become expert in driving, what does it mean? So it's the system that will just stretch you out, and the owner will take over. But now you build am, and na somebody else's owner. Wọ́n ní kò sí èrè nínú gbowó kà, ìjọba àpàdà kò fún ní kànáà. You dey count somebody's money, banker, sorry, they count somebody's money, they count 1 billion. Correct, keep counting. Now when you put this counting, you know that the only you are a counter. And on top of counter, Mama arrange the council, you follow me. That's management trap. So when you see a serious person in your business, understand the part that is your own and the part that is not your own. No, you don't need, you are not going to stop at any time. You are going to understand the major and minor. Some of the time, na minor support those leg need. Forget about the need, how the need is staring at you. Na minor support. Because if you stop giving that business support, the business will still die. So you are going to lose all. You must support that business on a minor support. And you must know the percentage of the minor of the support you need. So as the business is growing, your support must be diminished. Because the leg that is not existing is where your major support
is demanded. That is the one that belongs to you. Business that is going under you is no longer your business. If you are not careful, the owner will take you and he will hate you out. Like I told you, it's not a topic. I just want you to understand that because so many of us are dying inside. A lot of people. A lot of people think what you are doing alone. Paul is Jimo. Paul will go back because we sing and come. Are we together? Let's rush it. First time has come. Okay. I'll give you another time. Okay, but I won't use this one. Majoring on major and minoring on minor. Then understanding growth, financial principle. That is UGFP. Understand growth financial principle. That is UGSP. Remember when you wrote it down? That's topic 3. There is one topic that is most important topic and is avoidable to be discussed. As important as this topic in the destiny of humanity is also the topic that is always been avoided. The whole curriculum of school education, it did not capture this topic. They know they talk about it. People go to school to specialize on learning about it. Still, they still avoid the topic. And what is this topic? It's called the topic of money. Okay, I need my thing for you. Okay, what put that going? Okay. Are you getting me now? The topic of money. See banker, you can ask them now. Some of them went to study banking and finance. And money, they still remove money inside the topic of banking. When the banker, they do not be money they can. Do you know there is no money? Am I correct, bankers? There is no money 101. Is there in the course of banking? How to make money 202? It's not there. Can you see never? What is delete here? Waste me, want to delete waste me. Go see it until the wallet go see. I leave for that for when you are interview. Say he did not know the reason why in academic curriculum they decided it was intentional. They remove money as a topic to learn, and it's the fundamentals of what human life depends on. It determines every virtue of our daily life. The reason you can get here today, money contributed a lot, but they know they discuss that. It doesn't have a topic. There is no training, there is no courses, there is no curriculum in academic education up to professorship level. They know they learn that. But it's a topic that if you don't understand it, it don't understand you. It's either you are a master over money or you are a slave to it. As money is a great slave and a terrible master, he's a tyrant. He has no mercy. He has no sympathy. He's not emotional. He hates. In fact, when money is your master, he hates you as a subject. That's how terrible money is. But when you are the master, it's one of the best loyal slave, servant in the whole world, in the entire creation. Money is the best servant. He answered all. They say money cannot buy life. Who told you? Some people are supposed to die today, not money keep them. Money produce artificial hearts, then give person wey heart fail. Money produce artificial kidney, then give person wey kidney fail. Money produce artificial brain, then use it to support person that have brain issue. So come tell you say money no dey buy life. You can only say the store is counting. Number of line wey fit buy no plenty, but you can buy line. Are we together? That's why you need this topic. We are going to paraphrase it, because like I said, some of the topic you see here, they are actually a topic heads that we just put it here for a peripheral consumption. We are still planning to set up a school of network marketing. Just we say we set up a school of health. And those of you who have attended our academy, how was it? And one of the lecturers, I just give you a tip. We want to have the same way we have that one. We want to have a school of network marketing where this becomes a training. That by the time you go out there, even if you choose not to be a networker, you are going to stand out in business life. Are we together? So, understanding what? Understanding growth financial principle. So if you want to grow, there is a financial principle you need to understand. And one of it is called FTRCN, which is unavoidable expenses. Unavoidable expenses, under it you have FTRCN. Next slide, please. I see unavoidable expenses. So many of us, we are just living life without counting costs. Jesus said, who among you want to build a tower that will not of us sit down and count the cost? Lest is unable to finish it, people will mock at him. You are just living your life anyhow, anyway, belle face. Belle no go face wey dey well. You live it anyhow, you go get anyhow. They say if you do anyhow, wetin you go see? And you go say anyhow, wey you go see no dey sweet. This is unavoidable expenses that everybody that is in business must identify. We train it under accountability in our academy. Ọ̀pá tọ́rọ́ dáná inú àbí ọ̀pá náà dá tọ́rọ́ nù. Ọ̀pá tọ́rọ́ dáná inú. Wọ́n tún ní igbó ni. Bá dẹ̀ dé gbóró gbogbo náà. Ojú ọwọ́ àpò yìí. So when you don't understand this topic and you don't apply this topic in your business, you become ọ̀pá tọ́rọ́ dáná inú. You understand that one? What of you? What of you? That is German language. FTRCN, unavoidable expenses. The first thing you must be able to determine on monthly basis is what is the cost of running your life as a person in business. And these are the basic of life. They call it unavoidable expenses. These are expenses you cannot do without. If you are not the one doing these expenses for yourself, then you are not living. Somebody is living for you. The first one is feeding. If you start now and say, how much did you spend feeding yourself in the month of May? I just said there. Some of you don't know. Some of you have never sit down and count the cost of how much feeding costing you. Your mouth will also go busy. Some of you, the food of 2027, you have ate it finished in 2026. If you don't evaluate your unavoidable expenses, you will be spending future in your yesterday. So you will enter today deficit, and your future is already deficit like Nigeria. You know, Nigeria has spent like 100 years ahead. During Gulf War, Nigeria benefited greatly because of our crude oil. During Iranian war, Nigeria suffered greatly because of our oil. Why? Wọ́n ti fi oil ní tán tí ilẹ̀ ò tí sùn jáde wọ́n ti fi yáwó in advance for 100 years. So now when they are fighting Iran block the street of Oro, this street yẹn mọ́tò ṣe lè kọjá nínú street yẹn epo Nàìjíríà ló yẹ kó máa rà wọ́n ẹ̀ lépo mọ́ tó ẹ ti fi yáwó àwọn tó rẹ tó ẹ yáwó lọ́wọ́ àwọn ló gbé oyin ló ń tà and that's why they are buying oil in expensive way. The money they are making now supposed to be a subsidy for us to buy less if we still own the oil. That is how some of us are living. You have mortgaged your debt. You have ate. Some of you have ate 2027 last year. So you have borrowed 2028 to survive 2026. That's why some of us are living our life. Because we are not accountable. In academy, this is under accountability. You must be accountable for your life. You don't own it. It's not your own. You are not the owner. Stop living your life as it's your own. You are not the owner. You are a steward. And it is expected of the steward to be one more faithful. So you need the accountability if you want to be faithful. Because if you cannot account for this, you cannot be faithful financially. Then the purpose of these people will become a knife in your life. You won't be able to use them. Unavoidable expenses. How much do you spend on your feeding per month? You need to know it. You need to record it on a monthly basis and understand. Some of you, somebody said, if they saw bonus or the bonus, Mr. Biggs no law. Some of you, you are just expecting to let them pay bonus. Some of the time when we delay bonus, it's a blessing to some of you. When we don't pay bonus on time, because if you don't pay bonus, you want to buy all the Bibles. You will eat all. I say nínà lówó ọ̀rọ̀ burúkú nínà kọ́ lówó. Ẹni tó lọ fẹ́ ní mọ̀nà olówó àkókò ẹni tó lọ bá ti kọ́ wa àwọn yóò padà wọ ẹni o. Ló bá ná owó lówó. Owó lówó lè sọ ẹ lọ sẹ́wọ̀n ó lè sọ ẹ̀dẹ̀ dún arinlẹ̀. Owó lówó àkókò ẹni tó máa wọ̀ ẹ̀dá yóò padà wọ ẹni. Owó tiẹ̀ ló ń wọ ẹ. So you need to understand. You see, there are money in our hand. Whoever wants to die, we will die. We will touch him. It's not meant to be spent. I will get to that point. It's not meant to be spent. You need to understand what money. Money has. Olumide Emmanuel say money is a tripartite. It has soul, it has spirit, and it has body. You must understand the three body of money. It's not every money that is meant to be spent o. Kò ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tó wà nínú ẹran náà máa ń jẹ o. Àbí gbogbo ẹran máa ń jẹ ni. Òyìnbó ló ṣe jẹ. But some of you no know say money also get òróró alájà. Some of you máa ń jẹ òróró lẹ́nu aṣọ sẹ́yìn tó bá ti pè é. Just throw òróró, you know òróró. You just carry òróró inside money and throw away it. It go spoil your mouth, you no go enjoy the rest money. And that is why you need to understand this topic. Unavoidable expenses. How much your feeding costs you per month? How much your transportation costs you per month? How much is your rent cost you per month? How much do you spend on communication? Ẹlòmíì kó máa ti ra data ní Facebook gbé Instagram olóko nítorí àwọn TikTok download. They will be downloading movies and move their life backward. When you too much movie, move your life backward. Because most of the movie they are showing you is what happened in the past. They are actually showing you now. So when you started watching something that happened in the past, your life will become past tense. How much does communication cost you? How much is your miscellaneous? You need to determine it and evaluate it month by month by month. Then you will now know whether your present result, financial result, is matching up to take care of your basic responsibility or not, then you now need to know how to improve your performance, because for you to progress financially, even your business, your income must be able to take care of unavoidable expenses conveniently. Some of you now, your bonuses, your total income, both profit and everything, no more than 250,000 per month. Why they consume 400,000 per month? Put it $1 maybe. I'm a big boy. I must wear expensive jewelry. Continue. Continue. You will explain tire. You will get evidence. So the way to the top is not a joke. That's why I tell you, it's not by chance, it's by choice. These are the choices, area of your life you must tighten if you truly want to get to the top. So it's not enough to be motivated to be tapping leg because somebody is prophesying. Not be every prophecy that will happen in your life. Some of the prophecy, because your life does not have capacity to contain it, and your children will enjoy them. It happened to Jacob. Go and check the prophecy of the life of Jacob. The man never experienced it throughout his lifetime. Even his children, now second to the last born, now he started enjoying it after 37 years. So 2 generations died without enjoying that thing. So it's not enough. So I can tell you, you become honorary chairman and be your children's children. So if you don't learn some of these things, I told you there is a road to it, there is a process to it. You see now, the process no dey sweet. That time you dey tap leg, you say amen. And when you come to the process, you see that everybody changes heart. Place change. So I'm now waiting to blow me. It's okay. I'll tell you the way it is. It's by choice, not by chance. By choice. You can see the choices you make. And body expensive. Zip your mouth. It's not a must, you must eat. Say, man shall not live by what? What are you now living for? Some people say, I don't have money to eat, I am hungry. It's what we're supposed to be eating. So, what people are not supposed to eat now? You are poor, you are still eating. Abi? So, that's why I go give you good way. Hello? Time has passed, so let me continue running on. So these are the, this is topic, you can't break it down. Every calculate. When you get to calculate how much you spend on your bill, calculate how much you spend on transportation. This is July. Do it for the next 90 days, the next 3 months. Then you will see your reality. Then check your income. The reason some of you are praying, going to Ilé-Alá, going to Ilé-Alá, will think one Agbaino is sitting you up. You are the Agbaino, your mouth is Agbaino. Some of you are Agbaino to have anywhere you go. Àdúrà Adébóyè ò lè pè kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀, ó ti pọ̀ jù. Jẹkújẹ ní ṣá. Some of you are buyer. Ẹ kọ̀ máa ra ṣáájú. You are just buyer. Things you are not going to need that cannot come, you go buy am. So ma wulo. Some of you bought something that it is the way Jesus Christ come, I don't stay with the use. Even your children, but one day until they low, but they do rally 3 for 15 naira. Apada wulo. Ori ibu lo jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ kẹ́ yóò sọ̀sọ̀ kú sọ̀ ṣì. You see, you need only one thing, and they are selling that one thing 100 naira. You now go there, you now tell you that if you buy 3, they will sell it for 200 naira for you. You think it's wise, you are not wise. You buy 3 for 200 naira instead of 1 for 100 naira. Do you know what you have done? You have just wasted 100 naira. Because the actual need cost you 100 naira. Those 2 extra 90% of time, go and check what I'm telling you, it's going to be wasted. If it's food, you are going to dash it to people who don't want it or you get something in your tomato 3 for 15 naira. Ẹyọkan ilé ẹyọkan ti tó ẹ fún kan tó fẹ́ ṣe at that time. Wà lọ ra 3 for 15 naira. Check the two waste. And that's how poor people waste. It's only ideology of the poor. And that is why they are still poor. It's a poverty mentality. When you go to a rich man's house, what do you notice? Their sitting room is always counting. True or false? Answer me now. You see TV, decoder, simple, empty, chair, button. Go to poor people's house. Come out, for. And 90% of the people sitting room here, they are invaluable. They will buy agbajase and no matter just set. Till the dead do them pass, some of their own on the video. Àwọn àrùn tí bàbá wa poverty bàbá wa tán kó sínú àpótí mélòó ló wúlò fún wa. Some of our forefathers they buy àrùn that are supposed to be, they were thinking we the generation will need it. Ilẹ̀kẹ̀ bírú àyùkú àlewa ọ̀rọ̀ àjọ ọmọ kí la fẹ́ máa dùn lẹ́kẹ̀ sígbà tó ṣe olóòṣà tí wọ́n máa kó lẹ́kẹ̀ ọ̀rùn olóòṣà. That's how many of us are living our life. Keep wasting. Are we together? Don't wọlé. Don't sing. Avoidable expenses. Then the next one. Give me the next. Entry of money. You need to learn entry of money.
There are 3 M's of money you need to learn. Making money, managing money, and multiply money. Just like you have people in our business, the same thing you have people in money. Unfortunately, school never teach us this. Man that don't know it, they teach you. And this is the secret of wealth. When you don't know it, you can't be wealthy. You see, it is not how much you earn that makes you rich or poor. When we started this business, 2008, we couldn't afford a house. We were suffering because of the family friends. And from that time, that guy was a broker. We saw his pay check, 450,000 as of then. And we're earning nothing. Just started there.
Hello.
Correct. We're earning nothing. We sleep in the sitting room there under the mat. This guy was giving a big ball. That is about 20 years now, 18 years ago. The guy managed to build house in Lusaida. I don't know the quality of house, but the last time I saw him physically, I knew that this man is not doing. So it's not the size of money you make that make you rich or poor. It's how much you know about the 3 M's of money that determines your wealth. If you are any 100,000 naira consistently on monthly basis for the next 20 years, and you learn the 3 principles of 3 M's of money, I know you are going to be richer than somebody that's earning $1 million naira for the next 20 years. Who doesn't know this topic? This is the rising and falling. This is the rising and falling of every human being financially. So, money, 3 M's of money, or M3 of money. Making it, confirm, make all your work, and they do Kedi, and they do Kedi, and they run after that, and they pay secret, all these things. The only aspect is producing for you is making money. Change the speaker to the other side. If there's no light to this side. How are you doing? The only thing is giving you and the master, and the sailor, and the pilot, and the gospel, and the engineer, lawyer, whatever name you call yourself, and even the president, the only thing is coming out of it is making money. It's not sufficient to make money. We have a president in 1983 who was Nigerian president. We have another one who left presidency in 1979. 20 years after, when they invited him to democracy, he was as poor that he doesn't have 20,000 for nomination for. He was formerly a president of Nigeria. The man took money to the point that he had of Ghana and took money inside money from the man. And he became so poor. When they brought him out, they come as one president, and they couldn't find 20,000 naira. I like that. Because we were only learning how to make money. They are not learning the other tools of money. Another one died. He was in president in 1983. He died as a poor man. The person had the entire resources of one of the richest countries on earth under him at a point in time. There is a man in this Nigeria that came from the poorest family and rose up to the dignity of his time. When he was alive, he was so rich to anything to the point that he sponsored a president election in America. Sponsor somebody, representative. That's how rich the man was. He was a philanthropist. When the man died, they said pregnancy became a millionaire in his family. As rich as he was. 20 years after, his wife was crying for hunger. None of his family will hear their name among rich people in Nigeria today. So it's not how much you make that makes you rich or poor, but how you understand every of money. These are our secrets. This is the jazz. This is the video we are using. The entry of money. The first one is making it. All your work that making it good. You need to learn the second one, managing money. The reason why they are not teaching this course in school, me sef, I don't know. Maybe banker feel know, I don't know. You know they teach, and you know how important it is. This is what differentiates the rich from the poor. This is what differentiates the strong from the weak. This is what determines the value of your life. How you understand this end of money? Managing money and what? And multiply. When you understand this topic to the letter, give yourself a 10 years plan. Your life, your fortune will turn around greatly. No jazz, no principality and power that can relate to happen. Then under this topic, we have the next, because the next slide, as we are running on, almost end. The 10, 20, 70% rules of money. Simone has a lot of topics we are not knowing. Where we have KGS, the 10, 20, 70% rules of money. In this 10, 20%, he said 10% of all that any according to there is a book written on that one you know, The Richest Man in Babylon. Inside this 10, 20, 70%, the book was written. 20% of all that any according to, please answer me now. 20% of all that any according to grow. Then 70% of all that any according to spend. Please answer me now. How many I make this thing for you? So there is growth and there is spend of money. There is sales, there is recruiting, and there is team building of network marketing. So there is keep, there is growth, there is spend of money. So when money enter your hand, the money is supposed to fall into 3 categories of structure. When you fail to structure it, is to rupture you. I should repeat it again. When you fail to structure money in these 3 categories, money will rupture you. That is why so many people are ruptured financially. When you make money, whether by earning, whether by wages, whether as a bonus, whether as a gift, whether you roger it like women, you know how you give women money to go and buy food in the roger. So whether you steal it, 10% of it are for them to work to keep. John Clason in the richest Babylon, he said, pay yourself first. Because you pay every other person except yourself, and you say you like yourself. You pay onidiri, you pay transportation, you pay house rent, you pay food rent, you pay clothes, you pay everything, water rent, cuckoo rent, air rent, and you fail to pay yourself. The first person to pay is yourself if you must be rich financially. Pay thyself first. That is the principle. We call it, Robert Kiyosaki wrote a book, What the Rich Know and They Kept Secret from the Poor. It's a kind of truth. Pay thyself first. Number 2, 20% of their earning are for them to keep. 20% of all the money, the one you steal, the one you wrote down, the one you made as a bonus, are for them to grow. What do you mean? We invest it back to what you do. When people were expecting us to be building out, we are investing back our money. At the point, we have products, I don't show you before now, that worth 1.4 billion naira product, Kedi product in my store. Yes, and I don't get now, talking of building the house. And they were mocking me. God was making me. When I want to build the house, I spend only 10 months to build that house, I build as a spirit. We started July, finish me. And I did not borrow money from any bank to build that house. It was proceeds of our brother that built the house. It was seamless. It was the most simplest thing I ever done in my life was building that house. It never cost me any stress. You no worry, no sleepless night. When we get to the market and want to buy things, they say, this is what you will buy. But this one is good, but there is one original. If you can buy it, I'll say that one like that one. When we are buying iron, the common iron they are using, they say the common one, TMT, that is foreign iron. They say that is what I mean. Somebody come say, we are wasting money. It's the same value when you build this house. I say, don't worry. They were selling normal irons per ton, I think 400 and something per ton that time. They were selling TMT, I think 790,000, almost twice. I said, put TMT. My foundation, we use 20 mm to do my foundation. The first floor, the ground floor, we use 20 mm TMT iron. That's what I use. With no bank money, no borrow money. It was out of order. It was proceed of essence. I borrow money to build business. I do not borrow money to build house. Because house is a liability. Business is assets. I can't be borrowing money to satisfy my liability. That is what my mentors taught me. You don't spend money, you don't borrow money on liability. You use proceeds to satisfy your liability. All of it that is buying, when you go and buy land inside, where na dey buy land? Okay? No, you go for and talk to me. Where na dey buy land? Where na buy land inside good? Because one leader is motivating you to do that. That's how it goes. Please compare those lives with the life I live. Leave pride alone, and if you say I'm proud, I deserve to be proud. You can't become right chairman in 8 years and not be proud. Whatever they say I am. Say I'm arrogant, I deserve. If rich man is not arrogant, I come as a good arrogant. If rich man is not poor, I'm rich, forget it. Forgetting that I take things simple, I am rich. Whether I say it or not, it's true. So if I tell you, I'm telling you, I'm building a house, buy and sign and very side. Borrow money, go and collect Kakashi. Contribution money to the building house that I want to live. Even when I even due to build house, I couldn't still put that money for burying that type of money because I want to be a landlord. And they take and collect money for that. Now landlord be passport to heaven. I build commercial house. So my rent is becoming free. Now, sir, I don't consider say I don't want tenant. I don't return am to an apartment. A second bill. It's all about commercial. We dey pay rent o. I dey pay rent for that house. If I rent house, I no go pay rent. Get to where the money comes from. Get to the business, of course. The parents. So, 10% of all that any are ordained to keep, that is money that will take you out of poverty. 20% are ordained to grow, that is the money that will multiply you. 70% are ordained to eat, to spend. All your expenses, hair lashes, eyebrow, nose brow, woman hair, goat hair, piggy hair, chicken hair, which other one are the buy women? All the jewelry, want to bury whoever want to die, want to name whoever want to be named. All the expenses, all the bill, all they measure every need of your life must not be bigger than your 70%. Any expense that is bigger than 70% is principality and power. What did the Bible say we should do? Cast it down. Or if you didn't cast it down, it will cast you out. Hello. Do you understand? I'm not telling you books. I'm telling you what you did. I told you how to show you how to get it. This is the formula. So when we say we are formula master, we are not saying, we are telling you facts. You understand this? If I collect money from bank, whoever wants to die, they will die. I cannot use money or bank to save anybody's life. It's not meant for that. He said the word that comes out of my mouth will not return void. He must accomplish that which, hello, there is a that which that money is meant for. So you collect money from A for the purpose of B, you go and spend it on Z. But Z that deserves you. That's Z. Then, and I say my daughter is sick. Because of that, I spend that money. Not a lie. The daughter will still sick again. So when the money is not out there, what will you now do? Apani. To have a parent get opani. That's what they call discipline. That's what it takes, bro. You see, all these things are not emotional, they are not sympathetic. If you are on bank, even if you are dying, on the day of your grave, bank will come and confiscate your house and send your family out of it. It's a law of life. They are not wicked. There was a prophet that served God according to the story faithfully, to the point serving God is not equal to having money. I'm having us to be called because we need this background. Serving God is not equal to having money. God did not create money, so God no dey give money. All of them are pray for God give me money. God doesn't give money. Get it right. And he has never promised to give you money. What he promised to give you is power. So I will give you power. It's not that power. You can use the power to get wealth. So you can decide not to use it to get well, it's up to you. But you know they give money. Because only maybe it didn't make it. Money was manufactured by human being, and it's only human being that can give you money. So if you want to beg for money, it's not from God, it's from human being. It's power that God promised you. That power will be so strong, you can use it to get money. If you like. That man served God faithfully. But he died as a debtor. You know there is a debt you owe that when you die, automatically they forfeit that debt. Man, is it true? Am I correct? There is a level of debt. If the person dies, you forfeit his debt. You become bad debt. But there is a debt when you owe, if you like, die twice. They will pursue your grave. You know, there is a prison terms people serve. When they die without finishing their prison, I'm writing up, I'm not true. When they die without serving them, they will bury them, put chain inside their grave and tie them in continuous sentence. Until they finish that sentence, they will not remove the grave. Please, you can ask judges. I know about that. So don't think that when you die, death is wiped out. Death is not wiped out. So this man of God was going, he died as a debtor, thinking he can use death to escape pain. You know what they went? They went the debtor, the debtor economy. The lender went to the family. They saw that the wife is a liability. They abandoned the wife. They saw first child. They quantified the value of that first child. It's not enough to pay. They carried the two children away. That's why that served God. Please understand, you religious people. The prophet, the wife now ran to a prophet who was serving God but is also rich. He has learned all these principles of God. He was going there to go and beg for money, but the man refused to give her money. The first thing the man asked, what do you have? He said, I have nothing, then we can do nothing with nothing. God is not a magician, God is a miracle worker. He uses what you have to produce what you want. And that is why we are empowering what you have to become what you want. Because it's not going to happen by magic. It can happen by miracle. Am I making sense? So 70% of all that earning are for them to spend all your expenses. If your 70% cannot take care of your responsibility, increase your earning. That is the meaning. That's why I say do your unavoidable expenses, then take your 70%. This is the money that is allocated for spending. So what to be rich? If you spend those two, you are in trouble. Let me analyze the two. The last two, 20 and 70% are flow. That is explaining what they call principle of chicken and egg. Your 20% is your chicken and egg is your chicken, while your 70% is your head. So when you have chicken, that's your business now. Your chicken lay egg, Abby. Be answering me now. Yes. Your chicken lay egg, and head you eat your head, Abby. Your chicken will lay another one with the eater. Your chicken will lay another one with the eater. Your chicken will lay another one with the eater. When you get to the time, your chicken will grow old and grow tired. When it cannot lay egg again, what do? You carry knife, slaughter your chicken. What do you eat? You eat all your head in one day. What happened? That is why some of you are jumping for one business and another. Some of you can count several businesses you have done in your life. And so you kill the chicken. But the principle of chicken and egg say part of the egg should be reserved. That is your 20%. That's why I say 20% of the earning are for them to grow. So you use part of your earning to produce more growth. When we started service center, it was product of 250,000 naira. We started with. We grew the product of 250,000 by 30% till it rise up to 1.4 billion worth of product. That was the backup of my integrity collateral that made them trust me. Because integrity is not only in work, you must have action to back it up. But they don't use product as collateral. But my financial integrity prove that if this person can run business and have this value of asset of his own business, even though we don't know, we don't need it, it's not useful for us, then we can trust him. We can believe on integrity. And that's why they give it. So they did not give it on empty integrity that is only expressed in word. Words are cheap. Action prove words. Any word without action is an empty word. So for you to succeed, remember that your secret preparation determine your public manifestation, and it's when you get to the top you become a top.